join me for the process. See yourself how I'm training, and yeah, feel free to leave comments and just engage in the chat. I'm gonna have conversations in between in the rest times, and then after as well, after I finish my training. So let me know if the sound is good and stuff, okay? Starting from the warm-up. I usually do the joint warm-up first, just to let my synovial liquids and joints, inner joints, to start moving. So it's nothing extreme, as you see. I don't go full range. I just keep it easy. Whew. Yeah, please write down something in the chat so I can see that it's working, because sometimes it can have an issues. Still warming up. Okay. Hip joints, that is something that a lot of boxers I've seen being neglecting, because we don't do kicks and stuff. So that's the joint I've seen that a lot of boxers don't really warm up. Hi there. Please feel free to engage in the chat, on messages. Yeah, just say hi or something so I can see it's working. Anyways, this is the training. So I decided to show you my whole boxing training, and from the warm-up till the end. And then I'm going to be able to engage in the conversations. Okay. Okay, I'll do that for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, keeping rope. Nothing hard, just easy. Quite hot here. Not fans, that would be like a sauna almost. Whew. A minute is done. I'm gonna do 5 minutes total. So it's less than 4 left now. Feel free to leave anything in the chat, ask questions, say hi, and after I finish this 5 minutes, I'll look into it. I can see someone saying hi. I don't have very good vision, so I cannot see from here. But yeah, 2 minutes done. Good to add a little bit body movement so you're not just jumping straight, moving a little bit side to side. It's a good way to do it. Three minutes done. A good drill for calves as well. So if you can see, I'm jumping right on my feet, on my toes. So my heels are quite slightly raised. This is how I try to move pretty much all the time in the boxing. Okay, there's I think 1 minute left. Well, every time I do it, the skip rope, I always remember that how bad I was in the beginning, but in a matter of couple weeks, after moving to boxing, starting doing all that stuff, constantly practicing, and I started getting decent. And then I learned how to do double unders. Painful on the bare feet. Anyways, it is a 5 minutes. Oh, hi there. Well, hi. So, it's my training. I'm just showing you the process of my regular training in the boxing, and in between while I'm resting, I'm gonna be able to respond to some questions. Namaste, hi India. It is super hot here. Yeah, it was okay. What part of New Zealand are you from? I'm not from New Zealand, I'm from Georgia. And currently I'm in the Vietnam, Nha Trang. is good. Cardio genetics of Georgia. I think it's genetics of Merab specifically, but yeah, Georgians are quite resilient. They're good at wrestling, at judo, and those. I believe that wrestling requires even higher level, more intense cardio, and absolutely. But cardio is also something that you need to train. It needs to be trained in the right way. Stop standing around like a jackass and hit the back. Let's go. Well, before the back, there's going to be other drills, so I'm going to move to it now. So I'm going to get a little bit heavier dumbbells. I have the lighter dumbbells here. So now we're going to go work shadow boxing. Then I'm going to drop the weight. Let me check the time. Well, I can start. Okay. One minute like this. Okay, switch here to the lighter ones. One second. And the last minute, easy light. I need the it's incredibly hot, guys. Извините, пожалуйста, вы можете помочь подключить вентилятор? Я не достаю просто. Просто да, это надо подключить. Все, спасибо большое. Yeah, the guy helped me to turn on the fan. It's fucking, look at this. So the plug right there, it's too tall for me. I cannot reach there because I'm short. So I had to ask the tall guy to help me. Okay, let me just. Hey, exhales from nose, don't exhale from out. Well, that's a good point in general. Actually, breathe from the nose specifically, but it's so fucking hot, guys, here. You have no idea. Now it's a better airflow now from both ways, so at least it's a little bit of air moving. Chris, my husband, is here. Then remember, Foxhound. This is my other account. Yeah, remember you, Raptor Shan. Okay, I need to. Well, remind me your name. Is it Chan? Sorry, guys. Sometimes I forget names very quickly, but in a few attempts I memorize them essentially. Great job, guys. Clean, nice, respectful chat. Yeah, absolutely appreciate it. But if it goes too far, we're just gonna hide you from the channel. That's how it works. Those are the rules. Okay, well, good. Everything's good. All right, I'm gonna drink a little bit more water. It's better to recover a little bit longer rather than just feel sick and throw up and your workout there. It's better to moderate it. I'm gonna do a little bit of footwork drill, so wait me for a second. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. Okay. That's right. Good, careful. Yes, you're visible. You know Levan Saginashvili? Yes, I know. We know Levan Saginashvili. That's the Georgian Hulk, arm wrestler. Whew. Yeah, it is hotter than usual. Even fans are not really helping, so I'm just gasping and it's like so humid. Just letting you know how it feels. One of my friends, he's MMA fighter, just recently had a fight in Serbia and he won, but then he sent me all the messages from the invited guests and telling him that like they almost got sick. Even the audience, there are a couple of people who just had to leave the area because it was so hot and air conditioning was not working, or they didn't make it work on purpose. So that can really affect, trust me guys, that's not fun. It literally burns your lungs and makes you want to throw up almost immediately. Whew. We have humbled Umar in the Bolivian. Yeah, and cardio rules, stamina rules. The ring in the ground is for stabilizing footwork. That's one of the drills when you want to do a quick switch on your front foot, or you want to do side step with like a throwing hook. It's just a drill for that, to be able to do that. So those kind of drills are just good to be integrated. And even if you do just a couple 3 minutes, then move to another one, it is good. It makes sense to do it. Okay, good. Thank you. Greetings from Argentina. Hi to Argentina. Okay, I need a little bit more rest, and I'm gonna go back to the heavy bag. To this one specifically. Okay. Well, let's move to the heavy bag. I'm gonna try to work on the long punches because I noticed on my videos that I tend to sometimes throw like short punches, and that is not a very good idea if I'm already on a longer distance and I just want to, first control the distance and do like efficiently cross the distance, and then get closer and do like a middle range and close range. So I'm gonna work on my longer punches and throws. Yeah, that should be fine. Too hot. Geez, I'll be honest, I feel quite sick now. Whew. When you feel sick basically during the training, It's a good idea rather to slow down or stop the training. I'll just slow down a little bit. Where are some reps, you ginger? Yes, absolutely for the beginners, but I'll tell you the secret. A lot of people will train for years. Not to be, I know, don't mean to be arrogant or anything like that. It's just the position of the wrist just get used to the position and the pressure and the hits. So I'm quite okay to do it without wraps. At least when it's like a light work like this. On heavier work, yes, it's good to wrap it out, but I don't do it always. Amanda or Taylor? Well, I think Taylor's footwork might be better, and she works good, very good at the second number, but Amanda was way more pushing, way more dominating, pretty much. I think if she had even more technicality, she has quite like a great skills, but she was more technical. I think she would just be able to use all the advantages and at least take the second fight for herself fully, because I think the second fight for hers was hers. And well, we'll see what's gonna happen on the third one. Yes, absolutely. That's a good combo. So if you're right-handed, you might see vice versa, but I'm right-handed too. So this is my left arm. Jab, cross to the stomach, hook. So it's like jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook. It's a good combo. Whew. But yeah, guys, I need to take a little bit of time. I don't really feel that good right now. And I'm being honest about it. Not all trainings are great. It's a combination of crazy heat. Well, I'll be honest, very bad sleep. I slept maybe barely a couple hours for some personal matters. And I just ate right before the training. Had some good meal, good food, but quite a big volume, and it definitely affects the quality of training. But I'll take time while I'm resting to respond to the questions, and then I'll try to get back to it, get more heavy back training. Yes, body cross. Chris is saying, just be honest, a bad workout is always better than no workout. Well, technically, yes, showing up is always better than not showing up. You might not be able to do much, but it's still, you showed up. At least you can do technique. In the worst case, if I feel so sick, I cannot do high intensity, I cannot do any impact training. I'm just gonna move to the mirror and I'm gonna keep working on the technique. That's what I'm gonna do. So it's always makes sense to show up. It's always better. Rehydrate and rest. The amount of times I accidentally pushed too far and cramped or puke after jiu-jitsu was horrible. Yeah, that's not. There might be some days. Okay, some days it's, especially if you're an athlete, you need to be able to kind of be through that. But yeah, mostly you build it gradually up. You give as much as you can on each training. If you're capable of giving 40%, just give those 40% and no more than that. That is better for consistency than pushing beyond the limits all the time. Okay, thank you guys for all positive interactions. She looks like a lead from The Last of Us game. Yeah, I never played the game, but I heard about it. Just started training and taking roids because of you. Well, good for you. Start training with the steroids. Be careful. Do a lot of research. Listen to people in the field who are very experienced with that. Then obviously do the blood test and all the blood tests you need, and talk with an endocrinologist. Shout out from Brazil. Thoughts on Dana White becoming a boxing promoter now? Well, it's gonna be all about the show. But yeah, I hope it's not gonna be as rigged as the Jake Paul versus whoever. Good morning from Italy. Hi to everyone. I'm just gonna keep scrolling down. Take care with the swear and staphylococcus sheet. I saw recently the Ben Askren drama. Yeah, I just saw it today too. And well, back to the Jack Paul, even though all his fights are rigged, apparently he paid or organized a charity or something like that. So he contributed a lot to get him this lung transplant surgery. So you have to give that amount of respect. You know, it's a very human and very decent act, and I wish Ben Askren a rapid recovery and for him to get back to the family and live a long and healthy life. That's what I wish him. And keep scrolling down, guys. There's quite a many of you. Well, I appreciate it. Ben is a real fighter. Yeah, I mean, dying 4 times and literally fighting through. Those people are tough. He's tough. Definitely a tough guy. Girl, where are you from? I'm from Georgia. Before uppercut, which combo can work it if 3 is uppercut? Which combo is better for 1 and 2? Okay, so the third is the uppercut. Let's think about it. Let me try. I'll put it back on the holder. Just in a second. Okay, well, you were saying that third's going to be an uppercut, yeah? Well, it can be 1, sleep, left uppercut and right uppercut, so technically that's the third uppercut. It can be jab, hook, uppercut. So you do jab, then you kind of get closer with the hook, and you also shield yourself, and then you go uppercut. That can be the good one. Jab, hook, uppercut, like jab, right hook, and finishing with the left uppercut. That is one of my favorite classic combos. So it's like jab, hook, uppercut, jab, hook, uppercut. Yeah, there are many ways to do it, you know, just try to play with it and improvise a little bit. Okay, yeah, just scrolling down, a lot of questions. Thank you for all the interactions, guys. Okay, well, I'm gonna drink water. I'm gonna try to do more heavy back training. Still don't feel that great, but you gotta work with whatever you have. One thing is great about training and water, when you actually know how it feels to push to your limits and then drink water, it tastes completely differently. So it's like it tastes the best. Okay, well, let's get there. I'm just work because moving a lot right now, and even though I always try to keep stand on my feet and like kind of bounce and like always move, that fucking makes me really nauseous right now. So I'm just gonna work on the combinations that are just the hard punches, hard solid combos from the spot. Okay, so it's like jab, just easy throws, jab hook, uppercut, like this kind of stuff. Okay. Getting a little bit better, but still. Train uppercut and aqua back or mace back on the heavy back you front technique. Anything is fine on heavy back, just keep the uppercut. Yeah, well, you kind of have to learn how to do it. There is a way how to do it on the heavy back. So to separate, obviously we train it differently. Also, the pad work helps to properly direct it. But, well, on a heavy back, you still should be able to do the combination, and you shouldn't just cut out uppercuts separately. But I agree, if you want to train uppercuts, so there is, I'll show you. You see the back, like the pear shape back. So that one is good for uppercuts. There's nothing else. Jab hook uppercut seems deadly combo. Thanks for that, Diana. As long as you're gonna be able to get there, that is the hardest part with the technical boxers. Breaking their guard, their defense, that is the hardest part. Deceive their footwork, deceive their game. But if you got there and you can land those three, it's strong. My husband responds to you, no OnlyFans, always try to help and gaining success because of being real and generous. That's why he married me. Yeah, the lack of air, guys. I mean, I'm gonna just give you an example to be even now, looking at me. Just be careful, Don't care what the others say. They might tell you that, oh, you're like a pussy, or you rest for too long. Oh, fuck that. You should rest as long as it's needed, especially in the conditions that are not perfect for training and just trying to have a regular routine. So yeah, absolutely. Just do what you know that you have to do, and sometimes listen to your body, especially when you don't feel 100%. Future champ, hopefully in boxing. My debut would be in amateur boxing back in the Georgia Nationals, and I would love to win and get in the national team again, and then see how it goes. Fighting is not the only thing I do. I really love to do it as the lifestyle. I really love to challenge myself, and I think what I finding where I find the most of the joy and pleasure is where I promote it as the combination with the healthy approach and self-acceptance, but also, you know, taking responsibility for your life and stuff, and integrating all of that through the training and martial arts and just, you know, getting better physically. Those are the ways how you want to do it. So yeah, that's kind of why I made this YouTube channel. Based on your accent, I saw you're from Oklahoma. No, I'm from Georgia, but not the state, the country. Just got home from the gym. Mind listening while I nap. Who does not love a pretty lady with a nice voice? Well, thank you. I'm also trying to have a training, but honestly, as I said, this heat is killing me right now, and fans are not really helping that much. So I'm gonna let myself rest and engage in some conversations with you guys. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Why don't you train grappling? I used to train it to a certain extent. I liked it, but my main focus is just boxing. It's just the way it is. Your combos are really good. You don't leave openings. You're really sharp. Well, that's one of the things I'm trying to do. I don't want to leave many gaps because it's just good to build that habit. Actually, I'm gonna get the holder and or gimbal and just put it that way. Hi again. Oh. Very nice to meet you. Sydney. Oh, hi. May I fight? What's your fighting stats for so far, please? I'm not competitive at this moment. I used to do amateur boxing. Maybe I have some in IBA, maybe around 5 fights. I don't even remember exactly. That's been like 7 to 8 years ago. So since then, I've been doing some sparrings. I helped my friends as a sparring partner and stuff. But I think I haven't done sparring in 2 years, and now I'm trying to build myself up back to it, you know. So this is the first stage, which is just getting footwork in place, have sharp combinations, have a good defense, have a good movement and reflexes and reflexes and the reactions. And then gradually step into the technical sparring and get some pressure sparring experience too, though not too much. And then it will be a competition. You're going for a swim? I would love to. If not a swim, maybe a massage today. So here in Vietnam, massage is everywhere, and we found a good one. It's actually a blind massage. The massage therapists are literally blind, and they're like another level. And yeah, very good. Like other athletes from the other gym recommended that place, and that's probably what I would do after. Your husband fighter as well? He's not fighter. I'm training him, so he's trying to learn the skills and getting good at it quite rapidly. Though he was in extreme sports for 10 years of his life, he was proximity wingsuit flyer and base jumper. Georgia, do you know Ilia Topuria and Merab? Of course I know them. absolutely. Hi everyone, guys. There are quite a lot of comments, and I'm just talking. Gamarjoba Sakartvelo. Yes, Gamarjoba, Gamarjoba, guys. Gamarjoba is greetings, like hello or hi in English, and the Gamarjoba literally means victory. So we greet each other with the victory, like victory to you. Gamarjoba. It roots from word Gamarjveba. Gamarjveba is the victory. Favorite submission when you train? I did a little bit BJJ and grappling, but like my favorite submissions are, I would say armbar. I done armbar. I was actually quite good at the amateur level with my level people. I would catching them on armbar, and rear naked choke. How was your English? So good. I think it's better than mine, and English is the only language. Well, my lifestyle switched completely to English after I committed and learned it. And well, my husband is Norwegian, so our English, like we communicate in English, both of us. So, and that's my third language. Love from India. Hi from Vietnam. Gamarjoba Sakartvelo again. Yeah, Chris says we go to Kuwait in late August, and in Kuwait we have some friends who are like, our friend is a Red Bull athlete in the motocross and basically motorcycles in the desert stuff, and yeah, that might be some exciting stuff to do there. Yeah, a lot of comments. Diana, don't forget to share your sparring footage when you go back to Georgia. No, absolutely. Whenever I'm gonna start doing sparrings, whatever is an outcome, I'm gonna share it with you so you can see how I analyze it further down the line and how I try to improve myself. This might beat you all up for saying all this craziness. That's okay. I just we just moderate. We just hide people who are crossing the lines. But all the jokings and trolling is fine. Just go ahead. Have fun. Scrolling all the way down. There's quite a lot of stuff here, guys. That's awesome to hear. It sounds like you will have no problems with get back into the ring, considering some of it would be muscle memory. Yeah, absolutely, muscle memory, and just being more like being. I didn't have a bad technique before, and I think I would have a better technique now. So technicality is something that could be there, and I would work more and more on it. But what I really want to achieve this time in my life, when I pursue it, is that I want to become more a pressuring type of boxing. That was something that I was lacking. I was kind of taught into more moving and working as the second number, just in the defensive style. That didn't really, now I realize it doesn't really align that much with my personality. As much as it's important, absolutely vital to be able to have a defensive footwork, be able to back off and catch the opponent on their own mistakes. But pressure is a pressure. Are you from Russia? No, I'm from Georgia. Chris is reminding you, just quick reminder, don't spam and don't be right or Billy. People here, we will boot you. Yeah, that's what Chris says. Gamma Java Diane and Chris. Foxhound. She's Georgian, married to Norwegian, speaks Georgian, English, and Norwegian most probably. Norwegian not yet, but we're gonna learn it in the near future. And yes, she's beautiful. No, she's not in India or Indonesian. No changes, guys. She's just trained. Well, thank you for that answer. Thank you for answering for me. Yes, there's so much different type of stuff here now, and I'm not following all of it. It's way too much. Sorry. Whew. But I think I feel all right, so I'm gonna do some live type of work. I'm actually gonna go on the mirror and I'll show you some of the combinations, and let's try to polish those combos together. Let's just not waste our time, and let's just really do something since I'm already here. Let me switch to the phone holder. So gonna get here close to the mirror. How do you like the sun? I kind of like the sun, but I don't like extreme heat though. Okay, let's try to adjust it the way that you can see me. You see me well. That should be fine. Okay, let's try this way. So, you can do, as I said, I don't really feel good today, so I'm not gonna balance too much. I'm just gonna do like a step footwork and just throw the punches, Slow in the beginning, aiming for the same spot. You can look at something specific, or you can have an imaginary spot and just make sure you don't throw your punches on the different directions, okay? So it's like bum, 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 bum. Boom, boom, boom. So in reality, if you are in a distance and you manage to leave those punches, you would want to leave the red line. Okay, so it would be something 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, bam. So you would always try to protect yourself in this position. Let's see if there are any questions specifically regarding the shadow boxing. Okay, well, no specific questions. Hello from Pakistan. Hi. Do you ever shift stances? Mostly never. I guess that needs to be trained, but I don't really feel, as much as I can do, like I can do it. Like it's not like I cannot do it, but I don't really feel comfortable, you know. Bum bum. So as you see, I switch the stance, but in reality, I don't really feel comfortable in the southpaw stance. So I usually don't switch it, and I try to build whatever I do around the right stance. I though like to do the bear cross footwork, like boom, boom, or like bum, bum, you know, like my feet are crossing, and it's like it's slightly different footwork. I like to change to that one sometimes, but usually it's like I try to keep, I don't like to have my feet way too wide. I had that habit before. Now I'm just trying to keep that reasonable, so I can always go like a cross foot, and I can just easily switch, you know. That is how it works for me. She wants to fight a man. I definitely don't want to fight a man. I respect men. I think men are great. I learned a lot that I know now, right now, thanks to a lot of men in the field. So it's good for blitzing, but generally it is preferred to switch stances of a sleep or far range. Well, as I said, it depends on there are some fluid type of boxers, like for example, who are you doing, like Crawford, Terence Crawford, like his style is like very like this, and like he can change, like he is very adaptable, he's very fluid, and it's very a difficult type of opponents, like you don't really like, so against them, yeah, I kind of agree, it might be harder for someone who has like a conventional stance, but what I also believe, you still can have the same stance, pretty much, but you can have a lot of things around it. You can have, you still can do field shells, then you can do all of a sudden getting close distance, then you can do bomb peekaboo. Like there are many ways you still can do without changing your stance, okay? And yeah, so, and we have great boxers who don't really change their stance that much, unless it just happens by itself, and you know, and in the closer distance usually when they go closer to the clinch. I started training in my home for these 3 days after seeing your live stream. Thanks, Diana. Thank you very much. I mean, this is what it is all about. I'm training, you're training, we all are people, we are all trying to get somewhere in our lives, and it's just better when we can help each other with that. And I'm very glad to be able to help someone. Hands are open, that's correct, and if you pull your inner strength when you make the contact and twist the wrist on the contact, you can make one punch more powerful than the triple combo. Yeah, obviously, what you really do, yeah, you're not just throwing this, like you do boom, like you throw those like twisting punches. Artur Beterbiev has, he's known quite for the like short punches and like really digging in, if you look at his technique, and it has its advantages, but every style has its advantages and disadvantages, and the great boxer, the greatest, are the ones who actually are able to switch the styles. I think that's why, even though Tyson is my favorite when it comes to switching styles and being completely freestyle, Roy Jones Jr. I think was phenomenal. Like the combination of the power of the able to adapt to the moment, like do all the crazy stuff, you know, it's like it was just a magic on the ring. So yes, that's definitely true, I agree, Tommy, but at the same time, the likelihood of throwing just one punch, aiming to get with the one punch and knocking out that way, comparing to two punch combos and like 1, 2, 3 combos, like for example, and not longer than that. 2, 3 punch combos are good enough. Unless you do some, like, you know, you could do 1, 2, 3 shift, bump, extra punch. But generally, 2-3 punch combos I think are the best. And you're always guaranteed, if you are at the right range, if you got where you need to be there, when you need to be, if you land one out of those 2-3, you land 1-2 at least, usually. Keep going down. Show us heavy back. I just did heavy back, but honestly, I don't really feel great today. Like, I did a little bit of heavy back and I started feeling nauseous, and it's still quite hot. Even the sun is kind of going down. It's very hot here. Excuses, but what can we do? I'm going to prioritize my health rather than, you know, trying to prove something at this moment. Okay, keep going. I just, what style, David asking, what style of boxing you more towards to? What do you think about Soviet, Ukrainian style of boxing with pendulum, a lot of movement, defense, offense, etc. I mean, Soviet and the Soviets are like, I noticed they're like a lot of pump, 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 like, you know, pump, like this kind of style. Ukrainians have even more of the, like they do pump, 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 and a lot of like Lomachenko style of slip, shift, punch. I think that the more your footwork is diverse, the more you're capable of diversify your footwork, the better. You don't have to do it all the time in every fight. It depends who is your opponent, but I think it's good to be trained in it and be capable of doing those movements, because it's going to be always helpful rather than just going like conventional. And when it comes to the offense versus defense, I like combination. I like my preferred style would be offense, like offensive style, but with the solid defensive style when it's just needed, because you always get a counterattack from the opponent, and this is where it's the best chance to get like a bomb, like, you know, you're like this, bomb, offensing, and then like basically just moving forward, backwards, but leaving all these punches like in front of you. Yeah, I need to sit a little bit more, guys. It's very nice to talk to you, but as I said, I don't really feel great today, and I mean, it's my fault. Apart from the weather, which is obviously not my fault. I didn't sleep. I slept like a couple hours last night due to some personal matters, and I ate something. I ate right before the training, and I guess I'm still digesting it. So as a result, it just feel a little bit nauseous. So I want to drink a lot of water now. Yes, just make sure the punch is very powerful. Again, works in the middle and the close range. Once you get there, this is the way you punch. But before getting there, you know, you need to get there, right? So you need to have a plan built around that too. Pac-Man, yeah, Pacquiao, Mr. Pacquiao. Very, very great boxer, very great personality. Daughter of McGregor is your new nickname. Well, I would say thanks, but I don't drink, I don't smoke. I hate alcohol taste. I'm like a baby, I'm like a child when it comes to that. I'm more for, you know, drinking a coconut and something sweet, water, rather than any alcohol drink. I'm from the country of wine myself, and I mean, wine might be something, the only thing I could enjoy, and even if it's like a semi-sweet, basically grape juice. So I really don't like alcohol. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You're 100% Ilia Topuria just becomes a champion in the UFC. with 3-4 punch combos. Yeah, he clears the ground. He works stomach separate, and he throws jab, and he throws a lot of feints. And then he usually does that. He just goes 3-4 punch combos. But we've seen him in the highly pressured environment too, where he just gets nuts, and he's good at exchanging and actually overpowering with the punch exchanges with the opponents. It was with the Herbert, in the Herbert fight, or he almost got. He could lose there, but he turned it all around. She would survive 5 seconds in the fight. Well, I have better experience in the boxing, so I can survive longer with another female. At least at a certain level. I'm not saying that I'm top tier. If I want to be there, I need a specific type of training. I need to really build myself up there. With the men, yes, and while I'm open about it, I'm not for women fighting men. Unless it's a technical sparring and it's a friendly environment, and it's just for the purpose of educational purpose and helping each other to develop some skill and technique. I'm scrolling all the way down. It's quite a lot, and there's some nonsense, guys. I mean, I'm not having time to deal with all of it. I'm just ignoring it, but just for you to know, all of that's being ignored. You're just getting me more engagement to my channel, though, so if there is any hate and any creepiness and stuff, it gives engagement to my channel. If it's your purpose, just go ahead. I have a good husband, the best husband in the world, so I don't need a good boyfriend. Hey, can you beat the prime Amanda Nunes in the fight? No ways I would be able to do that. First of all, she's an MMA fighter, very well-rounded, like a female legend fighter, and she's way bigger than me. She's like a 2 or 3 weight classes above me. So I would be like a flyweight. Like if I compete, I would compete in like 51 kg in the boxing weight class, which is like a flyweight for boxing. No, it's not Italy, it's Vietnam, but I'm originally from Georgia. Anderson Silva, old school times. Are you French? No, I'm Georgian. You seem very confident. I mean, no disrespect. No, Tommy, I mean, thank you for engagement. You've been quite respectful, asking and good questions and pointing out some good points. So, yeah, no disrespect. It's all good. What's your name and do you play football? No, I don't play team sports. But okay, a little bit more shadow boxing. Let's just keep working. Since I'm here, I'm not rushing anywhere now. I have quite a lot of time, so yeah, just gonna get there. Hello, how are you? Good. VJJ now?
Yes.
Yeah, like I'll join you one of these days.
Sure.
I've been doing mostly boxing. Okay, here. I hope you can see me properly like this from the mirror and the back side as well. I'm gonna go a little bit more active and see what I can do. You know, all my fighter friends say more and more professional more and more professional fighters, and specifically my friends too, who are still doing it like a competitive competing, they do less and less sparrings, like heavy sparrings, and they do more and more. Like mentally, they imagine that they're preparing for a fight, whatever they do. They do shadow boxing. They do. Sorry, I lost my thoughts for a second. Anyways, whatever they do, shadow boxing, pads, boxing, technical sparring, they kind of build that hunger for the fight. So that's why even when I do shadow boxing, it's not just like 1, 2, unless I want really to polish my technique and polish certain mistakes. When I just do like, I'm like already ready, my guard is up, my hands are moving, bomb. So even single punches, I'm not just throwing like, clumsy punches. I'm like, imagine that there's someone, like how I would catch it. Boom, stomach, head, and then bum, bum, and again, move. So that's how I'm trying to do it. That's how I try to build myself up as well. But yeah, so time for more questions. Let me try to look into it and see if I can respond. Whew. Yeah, it's getting more and more. Chris says, mention that you do private trainings and have some few openings in your calendar. Contact email in channel description. Yes, I do some personal trainings. I work online mostly, but well, I can tell you what me and Chris work both together. So even though I usually do more of the personal training part, when it comes to the diet and nutrition and like some lifestyle optimization, sleep, moderation, like all of those things, we work together. So if there's anything that if you want to get through the program when it just comes to helping you to improve your sleep, your diet, really analyze your nutrition, all the deficiencies and stuff, and get there, we can help you with that. When it comes just with the personal training, from the 0 level, I actually in online scale, I do like a pain relief. I do myofascial release, which is basically a self massage and like with the foam roller and the massage ball. I do the general conditioning. I also train strength and hypertrophy. For example, I have one client who is a male, and he has a garage gym. Like he organized some of the equipment and stuff, and we're training strength and hypertrophy for him. He's having a decent results now. So yeah, we work with quite a broad spectrum. Like I literally have clients who are ladies in their 60s, and I have males who train. They want to be stronger and bigger. When it comes to some guidance in the boxing, I guess we could do that too. That's also a matter of the interest. But yeah, pretty much if you want more information, please just go to my YouTube description, my YouTube bio, and check the email and email me, send me the questions and email me your interest, and we will look into it and see what we can do. Okay, we'll keep going. In sparring, do they go 100% punching power or less than this? Oh, that's a good question. Well, there are different tasks. When actually when a trainer tells you it's a light sparring, or let's say the task is only jabs, or one side does jabs, one side does feints and slips and defense, and then it's like jab cross, and then it's like you do just a freestyle single punches, and then you attack with a certain combos. There are different types of sparring. Then there is a freestyle sparring, but there are different levels to it. There is a very light one, literally technically very easy, very light, basically just easy for newbies especially to learn. Then it's like a moderate one, which is it's not heavy punches, but every now and then you throw a punch, especially to the body. Like body shots can be a little bit heavier, but nothing extreme to your head. And it also goes in the moderate speed, moderate tempo, where especially if there is a higher level against the lower level, they try to help the lower level to adapt to a certain pace. If it's same level boxers, and they do, they still try to stick to that. They still try to do that. But unfortunately, a lot of people lose sense of it. They forget the task very soon, especially amateurs, and they start like getting like literally it can turn into the fight and really hitting each other very hard, and that is not good. That's not a good way to do it. As I said that many times. And they go 100% of punching. I don't believe that you can do 100% of punching on the ring, like the power, I mean, unless you're elite, and even in that case you would do maybe 80%, 90%. If you can recreate 50-60% of your abilities that you acquired through the training and on the back training and pad training and all the footwork and stuff, you're already good. And the more elite you get to the higher levels. Like you can basically, whatever you can do off the ring, you do on the ring, like 80-90% of it. But there is never 100%. That's what I believe. So, something closest to the 100%. I think it's I don't know, Tyson, Gervonta Davis, Roy Jones when it comes to boxing. But as I said, there is always, like on the ring, there is always more resistance, right? So it doesn't let you do 100% exactly. Chris says, smart sparring is light and technical. Yes, I agree. Is it legal to pull up your shorts to chest to avoid body shots? Good question. No, it's throughout the movement and like moving a lot on the ring. That's probably gonna just keep dropping, and it's still, you cannot get up to the lever, like where the lever shot lands. So yeah, that's not gonna really help. How about Floyd Mayweather, one of the most technical and skilled boxers of all times? You're a perfect example that women in combat sports are often more motivated and focused compared to most men. Let me tell you this way, there are just less women in the combat sports, even though there are more women comparing to the past years. Still less women comparing to men, and the women who come to the martial arts, they're fully determined. They really take it as a lifestyle. They're really determined to prove themselves. When the guys, I know a lot of good, skilled, talented fighters who kind of just like fighting and they do it, but they're not exactly the best sportsmen. You know what I mean? They're not exactly the best athlete mentality people. And obviously, they're also a men who achieve like those elite levels, who are very determined and very dedicated to the craft. But the reason why it feels that women might be more focused and dedicated, because there are just few women in the martial arts comparing to men, and the ones who do that are really, really dedicated to it, because most women don't do that even on the amateur level. Chris reminds you guys, just be polite and there is no issue. That's right. You look like a Mortal Kombat girl. Thank you. I guess maybe a little bit. Guys, is there a class soon? Yeah, I'll see if it might start in 10 minutes. So I don't want to mess with the guys. I don't want to interfere much with them. Hey, sorry guys, is it the class soon?
Yes.
Yeah, 10 minutes, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? No problem, I'm just going. Okay, good. Okay, so I'll just use those 10 minutes to do a little bit more shadow boxing and stuff, and then we're just gonna move off the mat because that's gonna be a group class. Okay. Girl, sit down and make me a sandwich. What the fuck? I'm gonna fucking go and make the sandwich only to my husband, bro. So, chill, please, and go do something useful. Anyways, yeah, keep going. I'm just trying to read your comments too, guys. I'm trying to keep the balance between answering to your questions and seeing some requests. Okay, what David always has a good questions. What for the most interesting observe it is boxing intellect of each boxer. How do you describe fighter boxing IQ and what you think make a difference in level of fighting IQ of each fighter? Well, I think the level of IQ is really shown in their adaptability. As I said, the fighters, they're more fluid, more, you know, they can switch stance, then they can work both offensive style, defensive style, you know, they kind of can do both. And those are the hardest ones. So their IQ, and they have very good timing sense. They know they can be just like this, bump, bump, you know, like even with the single punches, they're like, bump, getting there, they're already on the side. This is something that a lot of other people, it's very hard for them to comprehend unless they're in the same level. So I think those type of boxers are having the highest IQ, meaning the highest fighting IQ. Though I believe their styles too. Sometimes it's a style against a style. And I'm more for offensive style. As I said, you have to have a good defense. You have to be able to have a defensive capabilities as well, but I love offensive when you are like, bump, you know, you get there, you get there, like, you know, you just pushing the offense more and more and more. You're slow with the punch, but it's powerful. Well, it depends. Comparing to men, I'm definitely slow, which is biological reasons, also skill set. I'm not at elite level at the current moment, but when it comes to the, for example, common Georgian boxer, female boxers that I will gonna be supposed to go to compete with, that level, I'm quite close to that level. I mean, I think I already can, as long as I work on my stamina and I'm not gonna get gas out, I think I'm gonna be able to win there. So I'm trying to be quite realistic about my level and my skills. And it's also stage by stage, you know, that's why you try to start, you don't go hard straight away. You start, it's like a video games, I know if you guys play video games, you try with the easier and then you go harder and harder and harder and you just build it up gradually from there. A lot of comments. What do you do for cardio? I rather do for cardio, I do like purely boxing training. a lot of moving, sparring, boxing, this and that, and I do some other stuff. But guys, there is group now, so I have to move, and I don't want to interfere with people. So I'm just gonna move, pick my stuff, and just be over here. Okay, I'm just gonna pick my stuff and come back. Just packing up some stuff. It's a little bit all over. I don't like to leave stuff all over the gym, but it was empty all this time. So now they're starting some group classes, and I'm just gonna quickly clean it up, make sure that all is good, all is set for the guys, and we can continue to have a conversations. Sorry. Seems like it's a BJJ class here. I haven't done BJJ. I have done it once here, but I really haven't done it consistently in the while. Oh. Sorry. Hi. It's a BJJ, yeah? Oh, I mean, I can see it's BJJ.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, you're standing here or up there? Up there, okay. Hello.
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm just right now I'm streaming. I did some training myself, so I'm streaming, but I'm moving it a little bit. So YouTube on YouTube.
YouTube.
You want to say hi?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hi everybody.
yeah, what's your name?
I'm Timmy. Nice to meet
Timmy. Okay, this is Timmy, and you're BJJ. How long are you doing BJJ?
you. 4 days, 5 days, not long. This is my 4th session,
4 session.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
job, and well, great.
but I like it. It's very good. I love it
Yeah.
because martial arts. It's very close to me.
Yeah.
I feel it in my body, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, just keep talking. I mean, it's absolutely great because a lot of people, they just starting here. Like they know sometimes they watch me, and a couple of people said, "Oh, I just started training." Some of them BJJ, some of them boxing. So it's great. I mean, it's. Do you have some other background in the other stuff, or BJJ is like your first?
No, it's my parents. In my life, I love sports, and I play football 13 years.
Oh,
But I
football.
don't do that, and now I'm vacation here, and God sent me here on this place.
That's great. This is a great place. We were looking for some good gym, and we tried some other ones, but essentially we ended up here, and me and my husband liked it here the
Yeah,
most. And
okay.
Last question before you start the class. Where are you from?
I'm from Czech.
Czech
Republic.
Czech Republic. Okay, shout out to Czech Republic. Okay, thank you very much, and go have a good training.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Yeah, nice guy. You see, guys, you can start training. Like, just don't hesitate. As I was saying, the fighting community is a great community. It is really great, and it is encouraging people to really start training. You know, there are a lot of kids right here running around now, and it's just very amazing. This gym specifically is very embracing, very supportive. So yeah, if you want to start martial arts, find a good gym, find a good community, and just get there. I've already seen your training and you're very, very good. Combat sports are the most beautiful sport in the world. I agree. One of the most beautiful sports, like art in motion. Regarding my training, I appreciate it. I believe that I build up my technique. My technique is quite good. And my next goal is actually to do the harder part, which is keep pushing through stamina, getting better at it, being able to actually resist the pressure and be able to use all that technique and speed and power I'm building up in the real fight, because that is the biggest task to be achieved. God bless you. Thank you very much. God bless you too. Okay, going all the way down. Where are you from? From what accent? I'm from Georgia, the country. So my accent is just generic, whatever, English. Thanks for detailed explanation about punching power in sparring. You're welcome. I think that is important topic that more of us should talk, and both experienced and famous fighters and just the regular people like me who are training and trying to get better at it, we all should have conversations about those things. You seem like a good-hearted person. I appreciate you. Thank you. Do some medicine balls training. Right now I'm not gonna do it, but it's a good idea. There's my favorite medicine ball training is literally just throwing. Maybe I'll do it a little bit later because I think they're actually having class up there. So I'll wait for a little bit more. If they're gonna start class here, I don't wanna mess with them. But if it's gonna be empty, I'm gonna get the medicine ball and show you my favorite drills that I use to improve the power punch and speed and explosivity. I wish you could train me. I need to get back in shape. Well, as I said, guys, you can email me, and me and my husband work together when it comes to the lifestyle optimization, putting a program, a diet plan, sleep optimization and stuff like that. So feel free to email me and we'll see what can we do. Kickboxer? No, boxer. More like a boxer. Mainly boxing, but nose boxing also. Well, I know some kicks. I know some, like, I'll show you. Again, as I said, I'll wait for a little bit, see if there is anything going on here. So far, it's just kids playing with the backs, but you know, you gotta be, when you record and when you stream in the gyms, you gotta be respectful. You gotta respect other people's boundaries and space as well. Any words of motivation? Never ever give up, because you just shouldn't give up. Literally. Sometimes it's hard to get motivation. Motivation is inconsistent, but the discipline is consistent. Discipline and accountability is consistent. So try to build those skills up, learn those skills. And when it comes to the motivation, it is certain adjustments in the daily life. I feel way more motivated. For example, when I start my day from opening up the curtains, getting hydrated straight away, getting my supplements in, do like a light, nice movement, you know, just chill on the terrace, the place where we at right now. I feel way more motivated to do everything, including training, than when I start my day in a bad way. The way you ignored my text, I appreciate that. Well, Funky, sorry, I didn't see your text, so you can ask me, you can write it again while you have a chance, because I'm on the down in the comments now. David saying, you track modern professional boxing. On the 19th July, Daniel Dubois gonna fight Alexander Usyk. No, undisputed. What your prediction thoughts? That that can happen on their second interview in the ring? Well, I mean, Alexander already won, right? So he'll try his best, but we'll see how it goes. You never know how it goes because after a longer time of preparation, sometimes fighters, the boxers, come back with the completely new game plan, completely adjusted styles, and that's what the professionalism is about. So we'll see that fight. There's also there's going to be Canelo versus Crawford, and that fight is going to be also very interesting, I think. Seriously, you talk too much. Well, I already had my training and I'm having conversation with people. If you don't like me talking, you can just scroll up and move to something else. Chris says, be a great fight. I think Usyk will take the win. Well, he's, what is his record now? It's like a 20-something. 20 years to 22, I don't remember. Like Ukrainians, Usyk Lomachenko doesn't have that big of the record. I mean, it's not comparing the Triple G has like 42 fights, and Canelo has like 62 fights. So, like volume-wise, I think Alexander is taking quite a long time for preparations and really learning their opponent. And yeah, so far he didn't lose yet. Да, можно подтягиваться. Можно тебя я тебя подсажу, если хочешь. Давай.
из-за роста?
Давай, вот так. Держись, я тебе, если что, опущу. Хорошо? Давай. Попробуй вот так. Молодец. Давай, пробуй. Молодец. Класс. Супер. Давай еще один раз. Давай. Супер. Еще один. Давай, идите. Я, если что, поддержу. Молодец.
Я сам.
Сам? Спрыгнешь? О, супер! Дай 5. Okay, the kid, I just helped the kids to, like literally, like this little one, he was like, oh, can I do pull-ups here? And it's like so tall. And I just helped to give him a hand. And he did 3 solid pull-ups. This is how you do to your kids. Teach them, let them hang on the bar since their very childhood. Do that and you won't regret it, and they're gonna be thankful to you when they grow up. Where are you from? I'm from Georgia. Scrolling down. Okay. Come to Uncle Champ, funky videos. That's what you said. Well, is it a gym? If it's a gym, tell me where is it? Are you Russian? No, I'm Georgian. Good message about kids training. Keep up that hard work. No, but look at them. Just for a second. They're so great. Like, literally, these kids, their parents are also usually training together with them, and this is one of the best things I usually see. Осторожно. Пас. Okay, but you know what? I think it's empty for now. So I'm just gonna move it here. And you guys wanted to see the medicine ball training. I can show you what I do for the powered punch. Okay? Супер! Молодец! Ты тоже так можешь? Я знаю, я уверена, что ты так можешь. Сейчас, секундочку только. Можешь показать? Хочешь показать мне? Давай, я тебе помогу. Давай. Окей. Давай, вот так. Good job, молодец. Супер! Вау! Умница. Вы, ребята, молодцы, конечно. Yeah, another kid is showing me what they can do. Boom, good job, класс. Молодец, дай 5. Дай 5. Бум, супер. Окей. Сейчас я тоже кое-что буду делать. Смотри на этот...
Если бы можно было бы
Хорошо, в другой раз как-нибудь. Okay, but anyways, let me show you the medicine ball. So you get it like this. So boom. You're getting literally in the stance position and you rotate to and I'm not changing the stances here. I like to keep it in the same classic stance. So someone was asking about medicine ball training, and this is one way to do it. It's one of my favorite ways to use medicine ball for the throws. You think Crawford will put, well, Crawford is, I like Canelo. I've been watching him quite a long time. And let me get this. And Crawford, when I first also saw him and researched him a little bit more, well, he's one of the very technical, very tactical, very high IQ boxers. So we'll see. He also, I think he had one loss. It's like 41 fights or 42 fights, something like that. That's his record. So it's definitely crazy. Молодец. Look at this kid. Привет. Тут ребята, они тоже любят, ну там, в общем, про там UFC, про все такое. Я просто показала, какие вы молодцы. Да? I told them that I showed them how cool they are, and I showed them.
одной рукой все сказать.
Одной рукой что?
Я могу даже 4 килограмма поднять.
Да я уверена, вы такие сильные. Вы когда вырастете, вообще будете суперсильными. А я уверена, что да.
Это так, теперь можно видеть.
Да, можно, только надо быть осторожнее. Окей?
Иди, давай.
Don't simp here, fight talks. Well, solid point, guys. Can you help me to learn your language? Well, that's one of my languages. That was Russian. I was talking with kids in Russian just a second ago. But Georgian is, it sounds completely different. I would say, Gamarjoba, Rogor khar, Imedia, Roqvelaperi kargat gak. So that was Georgian. I said that, hello, how are you? I hope everything is well on your side. You watch any MMA at all? Yeah, I watch, and I try to rewatch some older stuff too. And just stay educated on that topic. Let's see who wins. Yeah, I'm back on live. There was a connection issue for a second. Muay Thai is incredibly tough. That martial art it was created basically to kill a man with bare hands. Like, imagine how tough it is, and that's why like one of the heaviest punches I think and kicks come from Muay Thai. Though when it comes to technicality, if you want to adapt it more to the MMA, obviously you make it more fluid, you add up more of the movement, but just the essence of it, those elbows, knees, those kicks and punches are crazy. A huge respect to Muay Thai. Hi to everyone, guys. Hi, Red. How are you doing? I'm good. I just had my training. Wasn't the best training ever, but was better than nothing at all. So I definitely feel better now. I feel more awake. Whoever wants to see the training itself, you can just play the stream back and see yourself. Hello to everyone. Oh, it's a lot of mosquitoes here, so they just love biting me. Wherever I go, I always get beaten by mosquitoes. Have you ever had an amateur fight? Yes, I had amateur fights. I had around five fights, around 7-8 years ago in that period. According IBA, though those fights, I lost those fights. Like I didn't find, I don't find any. I haven't found any fights left from that period. But I also had open ring experiences that I think had way more fights on the open ring when the gym was hosting and another gym or another people from another city or even country sometimes, and we would do like an open ring fights. Hi, do you need a special mouse guard for braces? Not really. Just get the regular one. Maybe because of braces you might need a slightly bigger one, but you just put it in the hot water, 10 to 30 seconds maximum. You just adjust to your mouth, bite it. If it needs to be cut off, you cut off a little bit from the sides. Just adjust to your mouth and it should be completely fine. I subscribe to your channel. Thank you, Funky. I appreciate it. Where are you from? I'm from Georgia. What is she doing in Vietnam? Me and my husband just decided to travel to Southeast Asia, and basically we just ended up in Nha Trang, Vietnam, and we fell in love with it, and we decided to stay longer. It's very affordable, very good place to save up money, especially if you have an income coming remotely. And yeah, we found a great gym, great community, and focused on my YouTube, and that's why we stayed quite for that long here, longer than we planned originally. Braces might be annoying to spar with. With the mouse guard, it doesn't make any difference. How is your self-confidence after training as hard as you have at this point, especially when entering the ring, face a new opponent? I'm from Trinidad, by the way. Hello. Well, it's a good question. I mean, well, that's the thing. I'll be honest. I haven't sparred in 2 years, so I would have to build that my sparring presence back. I would have to get into it, and I would feel a little bit anxious probably. But I just try to prepare and like literally grow myself into that mentality that's just a fight. That's just like an amateur boxing. It's females. It's like rather 3 rounds of 2 minutes or 4 rounds of 2 minutes, and that's it. That's what you do. So it's not the end of the world, and you just go out. You actually have fun. You enjoy. You try to execute what you've been working on a lot. This is the mentality I try to delve into already. But I definitely have to get back to sparring, and it's not gonna be that's gonna be one of the hardest stages of the entire training. Chris says training and have a nice time in the great weather. Yeah, pretty much, except sometimes it's very, very hot here. I bought frozen hikali, not good. I need to try fresh ones. Yeah, frozen ones are not the same. You should come to Georgia and eat original hinkali, preferably in some Georgian family. Just you know, get to knock on the door, get to some family, say that like you were like. Don't do that necessarily anywhere, but like in some places, in some villages, little people are actually very welcoming, and this is the best place you could eat Georgian hinkali. Hello, I'm from Kenya. Welcome to Kenya. Hi, Kenya. Well, Kenya has a great marathon athletes. So shout out to Kenya. There is no way you can actually compete with braces on can. Yes, you can. Actually, the owner of the gym, who I'm gonna have at some point, possibly next week, because they have some fights in Hanoi, and like he's not sure about his schedule, but we're gonna have an interview with him. He has braces. He has a very cute, beautiful smile. He has like braces full on, and he just had recently had a professional fight. So I think he competes both boxing, kickboxing, and he did MMA too. So he says it's no problem, not a big brainer. The adrenaline must be crazy, and your endurance stamina-wise, 3 minutes in the ring is like hell. That's why I prefer that. Like before, when I didn't have enough experience, it would just start like a snap, and we would just start exchanging straight away, and getting exhausted by the end of the first round, and second and third round would be the same. Это TRX, там ты можешь разные тренировки делать, ты можешь вот так лечь, подтягивания делать, можешь там ногами туда залезть и как бы отжимания сделать, да, вот так. И подтягивайся вот так, вот, правильно, молодец. Anyways, so right now what I would do, first round I would avoid getting tired at all. I would try to see what my opponent is, get the points, go hard punches. I try to teach myself to not just throw light punches, literally just go impact punches right away, so they feel that impact and they beware. And then gradually increasing the pace. But I wouldn't want to start like high intensity from the very first round, because it's just not beneficial. It wouldn't be beneficial for me. You run or what? I don't do distance running anymore for the cardio. Mostly I do boxing specific training, explosive training. I do sprints. I haven't done it in a while, but for a long time now, around almost a year, I've been training sprinting, and I learned some of it, at least on the basic level. And when I get back to Georgia, I'll do more of the sprinting as well, integrated into boxing training. So that is a great cardio. And yeah, like not that much distance running anymore. If you want to increase your VO2 max, you can do look into the region method and polarized and pyramidal methods. It basically has the easy days, like the light days, and it involves it. You don't necessarily have to do running. You can do swimming, you can do cycling, and substitute with those as the easy days and the volume days. And then there are days like there are parts of it like 4x4, where you do 4 minutes and 3 minutes rest, and you do 4 times like high intensity zone 4, or like thresholding almost to zone 5, and then you go down like walking, recovering in 3 minutes, and you keep doing that. Very good exercise training for the VO2 max, meaning like a lung capacity. Hi from Australia. Hi to you. We love Australia. He just won the nationals with the braces. Yeah. Yeah. Nerds rule. Nerds rule. Oh, David, Titov. That's the I understand Ukrainian a little bit, but I like don't speak, and that's actually one of the languages I should learn. my mom has some Ukrainian origins, and it's actually, if you know Russian fluently, you might be able to learn it fairly quickly. Okay, keep going all the way down. What's your accent? It's just a generic English. Thank you, Chris Aiden, but you're clearly wrong. Well, he cannot be wrong. He's my husband, so he knows me quite well. She said Australia. I said hi, Australia, but I'm from Georgia. Okay, you know what? Let's just try to do a little bit more, some more movements before wrapping up the training. Alright. У вас тренировка, ребят? Привет.
Ира, я какой
Let's try to be faster. Молодцы, ребят.
Не слышал, что я делаю? Егор, подойди сюда. Егор, сюда подойди.
My husband says, I'm her husband and I know where she's from. Well, apparently. Black Widow from Avengers. Could be fun. Hi from Australia. Yeah, I said hi from Australia. She's from Georgia. It's true. India. Oh, guys, so many countries. Appreciate it. So, kids getting like a group training. You see, doing handstands. So here is the trainer, their parents. Beautiful, beautiful to see that. Looking at other kids, just playing but also getting their exercise, developing skills from the very childhood. What's up, Reborn? What's up to everyone? Okay, well, they're starting training. It's gonna be kids training in 10 seconds. It's a Soviet style. The trainer is like from Russia, very good guy, but also very strict. And he's teaching those kids discipline. Привет, Андрей, как ты?
Привет.
Дела?
Хорошо. Всё?
Все, я вам уступаю просто, чтобы это. Много детей сегодня. But yeah, anyways, so let me just try to. Okay, that should work. Just gonna put the holder for a little bit here. And yeah, that should be good. So yeah, they're starting a kids class now. I don't want to mess with them. I just gave them the space since I pretty much finished my training. So how long have you boxed? Like 10 years. The active combat like competitional period was first 2 years, and then I never gave up and never stopped training. Tried to always develop, evolve, and now I'm trying to build myself back to being competitive again. So we'll see where it ends up. Okay.
Давай, вот Богдан подтянулся. Здравствуйте. Богдан, привет.
Thank you for enjoyed the Shifu says. Red Hat Diaries. Thank you. I enjoyed the stream. It's good to see you motivating yourself and the viewers. Keep it up. Hopefully we'll meet up when you live streams someday again. See ya. Thank you very much. Those words are motivational to me as well, and you have a good day.
I did hear about it. Рома, хватит.
Okay, keep going. I'm not reading anything stupid out loud, guys. Like you can keep writing, keep giving me more engagement. But obviously, I encourage more of the good questions and sharing your stories and experiences. I'm all for it. But I'm not gonna pay attention for anything stupid. Okay. Hi guys. Hi everyone. Okay, that is question to Chris. Chris, question to you, man. Do you have a fighting background? Do it scare you to have an argument with wife when you know she can put some combinations argument asking to yourself for the future? Well, I'm gonna respond on my behalf for that question. He doesn't have a fighting background, but he's been an extreme sport athlete, specifically in the proximity wings of flying, base jumping for 10 years, like one of the elites, and survived the major crash. I'm teaching him stuff. And maybe one day I might regret it. I'm joking, obviously. We're not. The only violence we have is only in the gym while we train and hit each other's pads and stuff like that. But he's literally twice of the size of me. Like, so that it's not my skills, my technique doesn't really help that much. Though I'm very useful when it comes to if there is if someone needs to beat up a woman that bullies them and harasses them, I like, all my friends and everyone is calling me. They're like, okay, please, can you deal with that person? So yeah, I believe it should be men versus men, women versus women, and everything's gonna be fine. Yeah, I'm scrolling all the way down. Hello, Miss. Greetings from Colombia. Keep it killer. Thank you very much. Okay. Sparring a woman as if you're a man and you're sparring a woman, unless you're teaching her something and you're sharing your experience, you're trying to build her up and just let her work, yeah, it's not good. If it's just the ego stuff, don't spar with women. Spar with other guys, try to push your ego there.
под каждый шаг. Другим боком. Боковые удары. Один шаг, один удар. Вот, молодцы. Рома молодец, Богдан молодец.
Okay, I'll show you a little bit of the group training now, how they're training kids. Okay, look at this. Just check it out.
Два. Раз, два. Раз, два.
Just give me a second. I'll move the.
Потом поговорим. Давай удачки отрабатывай. Раз, два. Раз, два.
Look at this. That is the most adorable thing ever.
Здесь, чтобы никому не мешать.
And Andrei is a very good coach, but he's also like he's a Soviet-style coach. He's very strict, very building this discipline in those little ones. And like, just look at them. I'm like, he told me that I can record it the other day, so he doesn't mind that I'm recording, just for you to know. But look at this. He's being gentle, but also strict at the same time. He says we're not going to continue until all of everyone is going to be quiet. Anyways, yeah, I'll show you more in a bit, but that's very cute. Значит, мне показалось, что на русском вы иногда говоришь I mean, I speak Russian, я говорю по-русски. I'm fluent in Russian actually. It's just right now, like, I mean, I mostly speak English at this moment in my daily life. I work in English. My husband, we speak in English. And here in my YouTube content is English. Though obviously I speak Russian and Georgian whenever I have to communicate with Russians and Georgians. And you can take those kids and, well, I'm not sure, in a couple of years they're going to be taller than me, so. But yeah, okay, another shot of the kids.
10 подпрыгиваний с ударами начали. Раз, одну еще. Два. Из полного близко. Вот. Три.
Look at those little frogs. Jump and throw the punches. Jump and throw the punches.
Вперед прыгаем. Что вы за меня допрыгали? Они назад.
Guys, you have to say this is the most adorable thing ever.
Теперь снова 10 подпрыгиваний с ударами из полного близко. Давайте. Все, кто может спускаться. Это
Yeah, I'm still looking at the kids, how cute they are. This is my ultimate goal and the dream. Like fighting, making YouTube, all of that is great. It's just a part of the long-term plan and stuff. But one day I see myself when we already have kids, me and Chris, our own kids on our own, and I imagine having some gyms and some like places where we can help those kids, you know, just to grow into something great. And it's both for champions, for raising champions, but also raising just a decent human beings. And like seeing that process, like seeing kids just being all around, learning how to behave, the discipline, but also learning how to cooperate, how to respect each other. That real warms my heart. I would say that is one of my dreams. You know, to have an environment, to build that environment together with my husband and our communities where we can see that, you know, just take a moment and take a look and be able to teach by myself as well. I'm going for a run today. Thanks for the motivation. Absolutely nightmare edge. go ahead and just kill it. Hello? You look like Eva Green. I don't look like anything like that. Maybe in certain angles, but not really. That's wonderful. You have a champion's heart. Thank you. I think I am more of the coach and a teacher at heart than a fighter. Though there are some things I'm willing to show and I'm willing to challenge myself into, absolutely. But at my heart, I think I'm all about creating the environment and communities for others to grow and strive and, you know, find their place and feel belonging, that they belong somewhere good. Yeah, boxing girl. Wow. Yeah, quite tired after training. Wasn't 100% this time, but I gave it all I could, all I had at this moment. And by the way, guys, I literally have like 20 minutes. Then I would have to do. I will have to go. I usually don't see women work out this hard where I'm from. Admiring your ambition, and also if you get injured, try using peptides instead of invasive procedures. Yeah, thank you for advice, a good advice, and I'm very cautious of the injuries. I never had major injuries in my life, and because when I feel that something gets strained, especially when I was doing sprinting, when I felt that my ligaments are getting tightened up, there's something, I would stop the training, and that's how I would train. And my progress was still growing and getting better, but also with the injury prevention. Also I use techniques like myofascial release, just massage therapy here in Vietnam. It's so affordable, it's not even funny, those kind of things, to basically just release the tensions of the body, the trigger spots and stuff. And yeah, I appreciate it. I like hard training. I like impact training, and I'm trying to get better and better at it. Nightmare Edge. I'm driving to work. I have to go to. Thanks. I'm glad I found your channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good day at work, and see you next stream. How do you get into boxing? So I was around 14, 15-year-old, and I really wanted to get strong, like I wanted to just do something. And I went to the gym with my classmate together, and there was this bodybuilder coach who saw the potential in me. He actually started encouraging me to lift weights, and I was quite strong even without training. But then my mom was she started seeing me buffing up, literally. And she told me, why wouldn't it, you always wanted to go to karate, self-defense, martial arts, stuff like that. Just try that. So my father's friend, who's black belt in the karate, he took me to their dojo, the Goji Ryu karate. That was the style. It's quite a combat karate. So it was a good place to start. And after a year, I moved to boxing. I met some people in the community, fighters, and got to know quite a lot of people. This is when I became familiar with mixed martial arts and UFC. But then boxing took over. I really loved it. I really started getting comfortable in it, and that's how I did competitive amateur boxing for a couple years. Didn't have I had national teams, and I had some total just national teams. I think that's what it was, and I had some international championship, but it's basically just few countries competition, and that's it. And I had way more open ring sparrings and fights. Then I retired early, and I just moved on, became a coach, and just kept training boxing, kept developing, trying new things, trying to polish my craft and carve my craft, as I would say. And now I've been training sprinting for around almost a year now. I just decided, and this is how I started my channel. I decided to show from zero, the journey from zero to the point where I get with sprinting, with trying to do it methodically with this valid science-based information and updates. And in that period, I didn't try boxing almost at all. And then one day, I tried to do some footwork training and just hold on my feet. And I was great because of the sprint training. It impacted my boxing capabilities. And then I just started thinking more and more with the encouragement of my husband and my another boxer friend, very good and close friend of mine who is also a great boxer herself. I started getting more into, trying to fulfill my potential in the boxing too, and start from the nationals and see where it would go from there. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. Hi Diana, good to see you. Hi Tripto. I like your new picture way more. American, hey, but now you're living in another country. Which country is that? I'm Georgian, not American, and I'm in. Sorry, a message from the friend, so I got distracted. So yeah, I'm living in Vietnam. We're living in Vietnam at this point. Which country did you fight for? Georgia, not Russia. How do you recover? Does everything still a thing for you at the stage of your journey? Thank you, and Chris for informative stream. Thank you, David, for your words. Recovery, basically, sleep is the first thing. You should like good sleep. Try to always compensate the sleep that. Unlike I did today, I barely slept anything, but I still came to train a little bit. It's sometimes a good idea if you had a very bad sleep, actually let yourself sleep and then come for training, or even just rest that day. So yeah, sleep is the first. Obviously, good nutrition to fuel your body, enough nutrition, macros and micros. Then you definitely, when you have a lot of impact training, a lot of exercising, your muscles getting triggered, a lot of trigger spots, a lot of tension. That tension needs to be released. Otherwise, over time, it's going to create certain issues. So those kind of things, there are ways how to do after every training, if you're willing to, or even on a separate occasion. You can do foam roller, you can do combined with stretching, nice and comfortable way. You can do both static and dynamic stretching. Absolutely, I'm all for the good massage and the professional massage therapy treatment. And myofascial release, one of my favorite ones, because if you cannot afford massage or anything like that, at least you're able to do self-massage with the ball and target a certain spots, which is your feet, your lumbar, lower back, your shoulder blades, and that area, your like traps and shoulder blades. And yeah, maybe with the foam roller you would do like a neck, those spots right behind of your skull. And yeah, there are different methods how to do it, but release and like recovery and releasing your body is essential to keep your body in the balance. Glad to hear how your approach to injuries is. Always try eating foods that are the least inflammatory. Consume nutrient-dense whole animal foods, mostly due to their superior quality organ meats too. Yeah, when it comes to protein source, I agree. But also still eat fiber, eat healthy fats, get probiotics like through dairy products and fermented products, a moderate amount of carbs, and as many carbs as needed, especially for athletes, especially in the explosive type of sports. Like, so it still goes to the balanced diet. Okay, and obviously protein and bioavailable protein is one of the essential parts. Okay, there are a lot of questions. I wish you would be a good fighter representing the country. Might be in the boxing, okay? Because this is one thing I know I can build myself into and gradually get where I want to be. Everything else, we'll see. We'll see. I will always keep to try to make this channel about sharing you good information. I would love to do more interviews, which I'm planning to do from the other people who are also way more experienced in certain aspects and some fields, and that way being able to give you better value as well. And yeah, just in general, fighting would be just a part of it. It would be just like an art. Me showing that the things I'm talking about here and analyzing, I actually can put in the action and in the practice. Do you know Levan Saginashvili? Of course I know. It's the Georgian Hulk, the arm wrestler. Okay, keep scrolling down. I'm on your side. Well, thank you. All right, guys. I will have to go now because in a few minutes I have another training. I have online session, so I have to attend that. And well, I appreciate you, all of your engagement. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for all the comments. Absolutely everything. And I see you on the next stream. Take care.